Good afternoon, students. Now we will continue with our next point. In the next point, what we have covered up till now was the regular syllabus. What was that regular syllabus? Our general NCERT syllabus, in which we covered all the topics like finding the value of small g with respect to capital G. The most important part in our lesson is always remember to calculate the value of small g with respect to capital G. We have already solved one of this kind for moon. Okay, for moon, if you remember, the value of small g we have already found out. So that is important part in this. Okay, in this IT Foundation syllabus, what is covered is they have focused more upon the value of small g with respect to capital G. So already one thing we have found out, that you uh, perfect how to find that method. Okay, value of small g with respect to capital G. Hmm. Uh, See, we have already solved it. If you can just see in your notebooks, we have solved for the value of moon. Okay, for the value of moon, see here. Okay, uh, we have solved this value of small g with respect to capital G for moon. Okay, like what we have to do is just put the mass of the moon here, just put the radius of the moon. Okay, directly you can put it. Okay, what is the simplest process we will see again. Okay, just see remember that what is the value of small g with respect to, use this formula. Okay, directly use this formula. Small g is equals to capital G, which is constant, mass of the moon, distance or radius of the moon squared. Okay, if you want to find the value of small g for Saturn, what you have to do is put the value of g on Saturn and write it here, and write equal to g of g, that is value. Just don't put any value, just let it be like this: mass of Saturn upon radius of Saturn whole square. We are talking about radius because you know that on the surface the distance is between the two centers is equal to the radius. Likewise, you calculate the value of g for all these 7 bodies. For all these 7 bodies you calculate that. Okay, as a practice, so that our preparation for IIT becomes easier. Okay, that is it. Now we will start with what is the syllabus in our IIT. First, what is there is this introduction. Introduction, then we have Kepler's laws of motion. We have 3 laws. Then we have universal law of gravitation that we already know. Okay, characteristics of G, we have in certain short units of G. Then we have in our syllabus, okay, value of G, that is this value. So some students asked how to find the value of G by Cavendish experiments, that we will learn in 11th standard. Not in IIT also it is not taught. Okay, acceleration of gravity, that is G. Okay, see this value. Okay, the relationship between small g and capital G, that we have to find out. Okay, now this is the next part is relationship between small g and capital G, that we have learned here. Now here, here that is factors influencing the small g, that is next part. This is the most important part that we will see. And then how many factors are there? 3 or 4 factors are there. Okay, 3 factors are there just. And then again our mass, weight, just like we covered in our regular syllabus. New point is orbital velocity, escape velocity in our IT syllabus. And then we have problems over. So what is there? This we have then few solved examples that we will also solve. Concept maps are given. Okay, then our exercises starts. See, so many problems are there. Only these many problems are there. So yes, the problems are so much, but what we will have to see is that, students, because if you do this lesson now perfectly, even if you solve this all lessons, your 11th standards will almost be 11th standard will be almost covered half. Okay, so don't worry if you are having any problem, you can ask, but you do all this lesson perfectly. We will solve all these problems, don't worry. See now, before starting, what we will see is in just see what we have done up till now. What we have learned? This Kepler's laws we have not learned. Okay, this is written from this textbook itself. Okay, Kepler's laws and all of the points. So we will cover one by one all of this. Kepler's laws we have not studied. Newton's law of gravitation, yes, we have studied. Acceleration due to gravity, yes. Mass, yes. Weight, yes. Orbital velocity is new. Escape velocity is new. Okay, if the problems, and in G itself we have different factors, 3 different factors. Okay, so there will be examples. So most of our focus will be on this point. What is that? Acceleration due to gravity. And our examples, okay, and exercises. So in again, before starting a variety syllabus, just today we'll cover only up till the three Kepler's laws of motion. Okay, now see, introduction. Let us see what is gravitation. It is the main of the four fundamental forces that brings all the objects together. Okay, Earth has accumulated after so many years. How is the Earth accumulated? Due to different masses are being pulled towards itself, right? So all the bodies they are formed. How they are formed? Because all the masses after time they coalesce, they come together, and then they form they accumulate. Okay, that is why the matter has been accumulated according to the book. That matter has been accumulated due to gravitational force. So it is the main reason why Earth must have formed, and that is why life. Okay, so all this is important for us, gravitation. It is the main phenomena why masses attract each other. Okay, and we know why, how the universe must have formed. Okay, just the matter must have been come together or coalesced together to form Earth, and then the life, and that is why we are able to study all the universe, right? So apart from this universe, if you go into farther outside space in the sky, if you see, then there are many planets around that you don't see, but still even between them the gravitational force exists all around. Okay, so then that is why we have to study the gravitational force that is associated with all the celestial objects. Okay, now in that first of all, after introduction, first important revolutionary ideas were Kepler's laws of motion. Okay, this is how after Kepler's laws of motion only we have got certain fixed idea about what the universe is, because earlier before Kepler's laws of motion, we were not having some strong concept like Earth was flat, planets are flat. Okay, there is heaven, hell, like, or whatever, you know that. Okay, after only Kepler's laws and Galileo's work, okay, then we got a fixed idea. So we will have a short look over what are Kepler's laws of motion. So what are Kepler's laws of motion? Just see, there are three Kepler's laws of motion. Who were all these? All three: Johannes Kepler, Tycho Brahe, Galileo Galilei. All these, their works together have been responsible to produce these three Kepler's laws of motion. Okay, now if you want to ask what are the three laws of Kepler's laws that are responsible to observe the planetary motion, then they are written here. See, what are those? First, after spending their whole life in observatory, building up observatory, they have come to these main three laws. Okay, so we will just see what are the three laws. First one is law of orbits. What is the law of orbit? All the planets move around the sun in an elliptical orbits with sun located at one of their foci. Okay, so what did they say? That all the planets, okay, if you ask what is the road of that planets, how do they move in space? Okay, this is the path. In what path? In their elliptical orbits. They move in elliptical orbits around the sun. Sun might be here, then they are rotating in this way, or if sun is here, then they are rotating in this way. Okay, elliptical orbits, not circular orbits, it is elliptical orbits. This is the first law. Okay, this is called as law of orbit. Means planet will follow this path while revolving around the sun. Okay, this is the first law of orbits. Now this ellipse, if you know how to draw, then it is very simple. Okay, see, we have fixed 2 points, and then we are going to draw an ellipse. How to draw ellipse?